Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Order of the Blue Lotus, which I don't even know what kind of an active streak we're on, but this has to be one of the longest streaks we've had of going week to week.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is as well.
It's honestly impressive, especially around the holidays. We navigated Thanksgiving, y'all.
Wow.
Boom. We are dominating the universe, to which I'm pretty sure it's going to come back and just slap me in the face this week. But we're going to deal with that as it comes because, sleep deprivation is the theme here.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is.
Are you sleep deprived enough to discuss this episode?
I slept pretty well last night. But, I could always get more sleep.
Can I have some? Because I slept for 2 hours.
Oh.
It's fine. It's fine. Hopefully Corey and Louise X Sparrow are doing all right. They both said hi. And I'm pretty sure they're ready to go and talk about this episode just as we are. Because, gosh, we're working our way through book 3 now. And
we sure are.
I still can't believe how many episodes I forgot about this season. This is not one of them. I will say it has memorable bits that have definitely stuck to my core memory stem. Oh, goodness. And for anyone who hasn't seen the episode as of late, we have the Paramount Plus description as well as the Brandi description. And as is the ritual for our cult, we decide which one is better. And Brandi has I want to say, 40-0 record.
40-0 record.
You're better than Bama and Georgia, so that's all that counts. Alrighty, well, here's the description for Nightmares and Daydreams. It says, on the eve of the eclipse, Aang's anxiety gets the better of him. His dreams become nightmares, and soon he can no longer tell dream from reality. I think that's the best one that they've had.
It is. I think it's going to give me a run for my money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You tell.
Okay. In the days before the invasion, Aang begins to feel the pressure of coming face to face with the Fire Lord.
Ooh, I like it. It's short, it's simple, and it doesn't use the complex word of anxiety, which a lot of kids don't know. They do know Fire Lord.
They do. They do know Fire Lord.
Bonus points for being kid-friendly. That takes you over the top. Bravo, 41-0.
Wow, I did it, guys.
Absolutely. Now, this episode, oh gosh, yeah, it did give me a little anxiety watching it as a kid.
Yeah.
I was already an anxious kid. For anyone who doesn't know, I didn't leave my house for several months in middle school, refused to go to school and anything because life freaking sucks when you have a bully, but it's okay because now she's stuck working at the local McDonald's, so I win. But I don't have any deeply repressed feelings about this at all. But no, so trippy episodes with tripped out Katie kind of was a weird combo when watching this.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you remember watching this?
I do remember watching this, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I still love it.
It's such a break from what they normally do. It's still in the same vein. It's in the same limb as all the other episodes. It's just a different style.
Yeah. I think that it kind of goes back to some of the more goofier episodes that we had back in season 1.
Yeah.
And kind of brings it to season 3, which we don't always get a whole lot. And then I think it's also, I think what's most interesting about this episode is that it's kind of the first time that Aang has ever really thought about seeing the Fire Lord or facing the Fire Lord. Up until this point, it's really just kind of been I have to learn the next element. I have to do this. These are the steps. And now here it's just this is almost the final step. And so I think as a viewer, because you get to see the Fire Lord and you just you know what he looks like and you've interacted with him a little bit more in the episodes leading up to this, that you're just kind of yeah, okay. And then for the series to just be yeah, but our main hero hasn't met him, and you're just oh yeah,
wow, that's right.
And also,
oh yeah, go ahead.
12,
True.
This is a lot of pressure for a 12-year-old.
Well, and it dawned on me while watching this, Aang doesn't necessarily know, have a good grasp on what the Fire Lord looks like in it, in this, because you see Ozai pops up and he's like, "Wake up, sleepyhead," which we'll get to Mark Hamill's voice acting in this episode in a little bit. But I do like the different animation style to kind of show that the kid brain that Aang's working with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the different like styles and stuff like that also are like major pulp culture references.
Yes, Naruto. I never watched the show.
I watched a couple of episodes. My older sister was kind of into it for a stint. So when you have an older sibling, you're just into what they're in.
Oh, definitely. I have dragged my brother into many of things. It's delightful for me. Yeah, this. Oh gosh, I lost the train of thought. What were we talking about? I looked at this face and I thought he looks. Well, this is a reference, I guess. He looks like that one guy from Marvel comics,
like MODOK or something.
MODOK. Yes,
yeah.
That's all I could think of. But yeah, no,
the list that I was looking at, that like particular like style of the Fire Lord, they were saying is like in reference to Bowser from Nintendo.
So cool.
I don't know about that one, but yeah.
I still say MODOK, was it?
MODOK.
Tomater. Yeah. No, and then these ones, I think we probably looked at the same thing, because it was like, this is based off of Naruto character, this was based off of another guy, and this was based off of Naruto and Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah, it was a Lord of the Rings. Well, yeah, like a little elf or something. I don't know. I don't Lord of the Rings very well.
And my friend Eric from college is going to kill me when I say I'm not the biggest fan of Lord of the Rings, but props to anyone who is, because that is a lot of content.
That's some big brain energy right there.
Ooh, yeah, no, it's it shoots right on past, and Doctor Who fills the void. But the animators really did. They were like, yeah, this is an episode where he's in his dreams and nightmares and waking dreams. Let's just go all in and add as much fun as we can. Break the walls. Yeah. I'm appreciative of that.
And I think it's fun.
Yeah. It is. It's fun until you realize I could get insomnia and have this just as easily as Aang, because I have had that before many times where I look like this. Makeup. It's a delightful thing. Great. It's the only reason I can go on air, because otherwise I look like I have an entire plane's worth of luggage under my eyes. Lots of baggage. Poor little Aang in this. Oh, I feel like it had to happen, but at the same time, don't touch him. He's okay.
Yeah,
enough
he just needs a hug. Like,
he needs a hug, and he needs to stop punching trees.
Yeah.
This is a random question, and this is for the chat too. Have any of you punched a tree before?
I have not.
I have on multiple occasions. So
okay.
Not like that level, but mostly while skiing. Because those freaking tree roots. I love to go in the glades, in between the trees, off the beaten path and the powder, and the freaking roots. They're like spirits from the underworld. Your ski goes under and you face plant into the ground. I have punched so many trees for tripping me. Maybe this is why the weather hates me. The nature. Oh man. Yeah, poor Aang. All the remedies too to try to get this to go away.
I also like how Toph is facing the complete opposite direction in that gift.
Oh no. Let me find that.
Which makes zero sense, but okay.
What? Yeah, she can sense the leaves.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
She can sense a porcupine, can't she? Get a whole tree, because trees, they have like over a ton of leaves, I think. Like not a ton, but like a metric ton of leaves on them if it's fully grown. Those weird weather graphics. So yeah, she would have noticed. This little dude.
Yeah.
Didn't she?
Like, he was
Appa went up against the porcupine. That was it. In his lost day.
Oh yeah. So is this a baby porcupine?
It is a baby porcupine.
Wow. Yeah,
I
he's
actually
having a great day. He's having a great day. living his best life.
He's like, I'm still smiling. It's okay. New
This
friend.
reaction is the reaction that I assume most like insects or like if you see a turtle on the side of the road, you're just like, okay, buddy, I'll help you out. And then it's just like, well, what if he wanted to be on the other side?
Oh, yeah.
How do
It's
you
like,
know?
come on. Yeah, this little dude, like, he had to have been going at terminal velocity with the way it went.
Yeah.
Oh, bless her. Toph was trying her best.
She was. But I think she also
poor egg.
really liked the idea of giving acupuncture to
Oh,
Aang.
yeah. What do you think the odds are she knows how to do that? Or is she just making it up?
0. I think she really just wanted to, like, just mess with Aang. Like,
Stab the
he was keeping them up, which she doesn't appreciate. She was tired of his crap. Like, yeah, this is 100% a friend just trying to mess with the other friend because they're tired of them.
It was more of a threat, really. Just,
Yeah.
sleeping. Oh, and then we get Sokka, who, bless him, pulls out the Wang Fire beard again.
This is the third time that we've seen it.
Third time?
Yeah, we saw it last week in the Runaway when he's the cop.
Right.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Yoink. We just act out the show at this point.
We do.
Now, let's see. Corey says it's going to be a smoking 18 here tonight. LOL. See, that's why you want to stay inside and watch Avatar. It's a win. Which, I mean, if you actually think about the series as a whole, they get pretty decent weather. Like, it's sunny. It's
do.
quiet.
They do.
What gives? Who's the weather spirit? I need to talk with them.
Well, I mean, we have the storm in the storm episode, and they start the series coming out of winter.
Yeah, and they do get a tornado in the swamp, so guess it's low end activity.
That was like a spirit tornado. That wasn't like an actual weather event tornado. Let's be real.
There was no cape. There was no sheer. The helicity just wasn't there. Not a chance.
Yeah. That's it. That had some spooky things going for it.
Oh gosh, yeah, spooky things.
And it does rain. I'm sorry, it does rain another time in Bitter Work because the whole moment of Zuko being like,
"Come at me,
I'm ready." And then he cries. Yeah.
Oh, I have to. It's like a reflex now. Okay, so we got some weather. That's good.
Yeah.
We also have sheep.
Koala sheep.
Now, I couldn't find a picture of it, but you had Katara who did the water heat yoga therapy.
Yeah.
Toph with the vibration and the porcupine, and Sokka with the actual talking it out therapy.
Yeah.
Of the three, which do you think would work best on you?
Well, I don't really like needles, so that's out. I also don't like people touching me. So
there
that's
you
out.
Relatable.
I find yoga to be more infuriating than anything. So I guess by default it's gonna have to be talking, but I don't even really like doing that either.
The only reason I chose talking was because of the sheep. I just wanted these whatever wolf bat sheep they are.
They're little koala sheep.
They're koala sheep?
They're koala sheeps.
Oh, do you think they could get chlamydia?
I mean, yeah, probably, but I was gonna say I hope that they just eat eucalyptus. That's all I was gonna say.
Again, the divergent path of thought.
I mean, I had the thought, but some of us are braver than others.
Braver, have no filter. There's really no difference. Oh man. Okay, so we go through all the therapies. We go through talking. We go through, I'm pretty sure I got this in right order, additional talking.
Yeah, but this is like a daydream.
Yes, true, because we get what the little kid Katie was always wanting with a freaking kiss, and then they're like, he was dreaming. They were punking us.
They were.
Mad. I'm mad that I wasn't smart enough to see through it when I first watched it either.
I was about to say, did you believe it when you first watched it, if you can remember?
Yes, okay. I really did. Because I was such a Katara and Aang shipper.
Mm-hmm.
And so, even little old Katie, I don't even know when this came out. I was just like, they need to kiss. Yay. Oh, that's how little Katie thought. Nice. And now little Katie's just like, I got work to do. I got things to think. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, things go from like, oh, darn it, to, oh. What do you feel about this one?
Momo's phrase of him being like, you are a few plums short of being a fruit pie. I love that saying so much. I wish I could remember to use it more in my daily life.
That's what I need to get you is we had this book called Phrasing. Well, it wasn't really a book, it was a sticky note pad that we kept on my friend's refrigerator in Uptown in college. And anytime we said something weird that we wanted to remember, we wrote it down. For a graduation gift to each other, we all took a section and typed it up into a book. There's like 160 of them. So I need to get you one of these books.
At work, we have something very similar. But the problem is that all of us, sometimes we speak before we can really think it through. So then the phrase comes out really jumbled. And so we just have a whiteboard of all of these sayings. And I just made it on for the first time. Like last week. I was so embarrassed. It's like, this is why I don't talk.
Okay. Now I know it cannot be nearly as bad as nipple dust. There's no context needed for it. It just happened. I think one of us was dusting and we were like, oh, so we're just like breathing each other's body parts. It's like, what if it's the nipple?
I mean, it's sad to say, but the tracks for you.
It really does. Thor.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. We've abandoned the chat.
I was just talking about that. Us going to go see Thor like the other week or something.
Oh, that was so much fun.
And I was just like, oh, man, I remember because we were sitting complete opposite ends of each other. For you constantly leaning over and whispering different things. And then like I remember the guys like having this side-eye moment of like, why didn't they just sit by each other?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Guys, go to movies with friends. Oh, it's so much fun. I still have the ticket stub for that. It is in my I keep this little glass picture frame and I put ticket stubs in. You know what isn't in there? Because I burned it?
No.
Avatar.
Oh, really?
M. Night Shyamalan's. I've kept every stub since I can remember. I burned that thing.
That's hilarious.
I'm a spiteful child. Still am. Sorry, I've abandoned the chat. Off topic, Corey Cochran says, how much snow do you have there? About an inch. It's slushy, but it's fun. I made a snowman. Yes. Okay. Momo, that's where we oh boy. Well, anywho, Momo starts talking, and then we get, for me, one of the most freaky things that Avatar's ever done.
How do you think this is so freaky? This is amazing.
It freaked me out. They aren't supposed to talk.
Amazing.
Now, what is it? D. Bradley Baker who does the voices?
Yes.
Did he voice them as like their voices?
I believe
too?
so.
Okay, good, because I was really hoping they would.
I believe so. It doesn't make any sense for him not to.
Yeah, he has range. Just let him riff.
Yeah.
At this point, he's been doing them for 2 seasons. He knows their human name. He probably that's his daydream. He's like, what if Momo sounded like a human?
I was thinking, when I was watching this, I was like, I wonder what it would be like if throughout the whole series these two actually did talk.
Oh.
So then I was like, I think somebody needs to go back and make an edit and write all the lines for Momo and Appa.
Oh my gosh, you could chat GPT it.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I mean, we could do that too, but I'm just like, I feel like that needs to happen.
Yes. No, fine, like, have someone write the script, put it into an AI voice bot to match that, and then just
let it go. Let it go.
See, that's the only acceptable use of AI, is to fill in gaps in plots. That and fan art. I will give it props. It made an amazing Otterlotl. Or was it an axe? Oh gosh. I went to a wedding this weekend and the guy, I told him about the Otterlotl combo and he went the opposite direction. He went with an Axeltur, I think.
Otterlotl sounds a lot better.
Yeah, I know. I thought I was going crazy. Open bar though, that tracks.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, no, I think it was the combo of they hadn't talked before, and also Appa standing on his 2 legs. I was just like,
I don't know. I just really like samurais, and so this is just, I don't know. It's I just enjoy it so much. They just released Funkos of Appa and Momo in this, and I have them, and I'm so excited. I love them so much.
That's
the
awesome.
Appa's big.
Oh my god. That's the only way to do an Appa Funko though.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I probably wouldn't because I would have nightmares. But that's awesome. My brain is going at a million miles a second, but how many Funkos of Avatar do you think you have?
I have almost all of them. I just don't have the chases. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, so I'm sure someone in here, Louise X Sparrow, Corey Cochran, Rapunzel, one of you guys has a criminal syndicate that you know of that can get her the chase variants. So I'll check my guys, you check yours. Rapunzel's wondering, Axolotl? Yes, it's sorry, Appa. I'm gonna take you off the screen for a second. Ah!
Oh, I forgot how adorable it is.
It is an Otterlotl for sure.
Wow.
Axolotl is a close second, but Otterlotl wins. Oh, yes. See, that more fine. This, I don't know. Maybe it's because Momo's so intimidating. Like, I found the freeze frame. He would wreck me, man. Like, I would last 2 seconds.
I think regular Momo would wreck you.
Oh, true. Yeah. Oh.
Like, there's nothing that's changed here.
Yeah. He's just doing it on 2 legs instead of 4.
Yeah. And he can talk.
Oh, yeah, true. That I would succumb to psychosis or psychotic breakdown. You wouldn't even have to swing the sword. I'd just be like,
make it go away.
Okay, no, because my actual like make it go away is, well, actually 2 images. The first one, this one.
I think it's just hilarious. Him just standing there and them talking, and like nobody's acknowledging it. Like, I don't even think Ain's necessarily acknowledging it right now because he's just like talking to the game, and then Appa comes in with this deep voice.
It's so deep. Oh my gosh. Did you ever know Cameron Nixon at Valpo?
I think so, yeah.
He was in the Met department and he had the lowest voice of anyone I've ever met.
Uh-huh.
He could have done that as Appa. Like, I still want him to be in TV because his voice is just like, it comes from his feet. Like, that's how deep it is. It's amazing. Oh gosh. Yes, but yeah. One more thing about this screenshot. I just want to take that and save it. And if someone is sending me messages that are a little concerning, just there's so many options for it. But yeah, that fight scene goes down, and then we get, well, Guru Batik.
Yeah, but like it's also just like with the koala sheep, and then like there's like the dancing rocks, and
in the tree
like,
trunk.
Yeah. It's just like the most beautiful fever dream I've ever seen.
Fever dream. Because that's probably how the creators came up with it, or drugs. One of the two.
Sure.
Oh gosh. Yes, this one, is this the last time we see Guru Patik?
I think so, yeah. I don't
think it is.
I don't think that we ever really see him again. I think it's interesting that he like pops up here.
Chakras.
Yeah.
That's a good song. It was stuck in my head for about 10 minutes, I'd say, today. Not long, but enough that it made me concerned.
Yeah.
Also, Corey just realized it's 9 minutes behind. No worries, it just means you get to speed run the rest of this. And Louise Exparrow said, I looked at the Funkos. I don't have any more room.
Neither do I, but that hasn't stopped me.
Ma'am, what is the storage unit for? None of your business.
I feel sorry for anyone that I ever eventually marry. We're gonna have a separate room.
It's like, is this the room where you put the coats in? No, don't open it.
No. My avatar shrine.
I could see that.
And I could totally see that. Looks at the other person and goes, well, she's actually pretty mentally stable. It's just this one thing.
I mean, if it's gonna be one thing, it might as well be that. Pretty benign. They're fairly inexpensive. We'll take.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fantastic advice. Which, if we did give any advice to anyone from this show, I would definitely advise spend all your money on the things you like and get sleep. One of those is actually true. The other one is what I wish. Oh, poor Egg. He needed to hear the advice of go to bed.
Yeah.
At this point, would you have just knocked him out? I just water whip him in the back of the skull.
I don't think I would, because this is like the night before they leave for the invasion. So I would be too afraid that he just wouldn't wake up in time.
Hang, get the smelling salts. Oh yeah, no, the poor Aang. But eventually we do get a resolution, and it's just to. I always joked as a kid, the moral of the story was to get a Tempur-Pedic mattress. I watched too many commercials as a kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, how nice is it? They're all so happy that he's asleep.
They are. It's like when you're babysitting a 3-year-old.
Yes. They're like, Katara is the mom, Sokka's the uncle, Toph's the crazy aunt.
Yeah, and it's just like, just go take your nap. And they're like, no, I don't want to. And you're like, okay, but it's nap time. You'll feel better afterwards. They fall asleep, and then you look around the room at the carnage. And they're like, and now I need a nap.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they're over there, not a care in the world. Oh, it's so true.
I like how throughout this episode, his hair just becomes more and more disheveled.
Yes. Well, at this point, as a kid, I was wondering, like, when is he going to shave it back off? I like my bald Aang. I don't know. His hair just felt like he was going through an emo phase. I just never got into it.
Yeah.
But he got some sleep, and that's what matters. But we also have another emo phase going on, and good gosh, these two should be managers of a Hot Topic or Spencer's with the way that they've been acting. These two. Oh my gosh.
I think Zuko's actually pretty chipper in this episode up until like I feel like he's like just vibing, enjoying life.
I got my fam. Woo. Yeah. It's so nice. But yeah, no, and then it all gets thrown to heck because Azula's like, oh yes, there's a war meeting. Or no, May said there was a war meeting.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she's like, won't you be in the war meeting? Like, May, like, what's going? You know who you're talking to.
He would have told you if he was. Which that interaction, like, I felt kind of bad because they were having a good, like, healthy time together, which is hard to come by for these two. They just seem very happy. And then, you know what goes great with happiness? Not Azula.
Not Azula. You know, I think she's pretty tamed in this episode. Like, she doesn't do anything to, like, provoke him or anything. She's just like, just go to the meeting. Like, of course you're invited. Just go. And Zuko's kind of the one that, like, self-sabotages and is just like, well, fine, I just won't go. Like, he doesn't want me there. I just won't go. And then, you know, he just, like, stomps off. And Azula's just like, cool.
Yeah. Well, now I need to pick your brain on this, because do you think that she was acting chill because these two gals were around? Like, does she torment Zuko in public?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah. Listen, these are like the servants, and like, to Zula, she probably forgot that they were even there. Like,
yeah, fair. that does look pretty relaxing.
Yeah.
Which, so we also get to see her without her makeup again.
Oh yeah.
I think it's only the second or third time we see her without makeup. Like, it makes her look so normal. I don't know. Like, she's not Azula to me in that freeze frame. She's just like the princess.
Yeah.
You have to have the music playing, I guess. That really sets the mood.
It does. Azula's theme really does set the mood.
Especially with Mr. Krabs trying to get his first $1. that video lives in my brain rent free.
Your life.
We get to see eventually Zuko is at Maze, grumpy. They're like, sir, we need you to come. Your father's been waiting. And he gets everything he ever wanted. He has the girl. He has the dad thing. Like, and he's miserable.
You know, I don't think he's necessarily miserable. I think that he's actually really happy. I think the one thing that made him realize that this wasn't what he thought it would all be is, like, after the meeting, he's talking to May and he's like, I was the perfect prince, the son that my father always wanted, but I wasn't myself. And so I think that's what, like, these short little tidbits that we see of, like, Zuko, like, waking up and, like, the servants being like, oh, let me do this for you, and him just being like, no, like, I'm good. And then, like, even him just, like, walking to Maze, and they're like, whoa, it's just across the courtyard. Like, you know, that's just Zuko. Like, I think he likes to do things for himself and stuff like that. And
he's been used to doing that for so many years now in exile.
Well, that. And then also, like, obviously we don't know what happened in that meeting or what they were talking about or what thoughts Zuko even really had to, like, speak up, but he probably didn't speak up at all. And
not a word.
Yeah. And so, like, in this moment, he's like, okay, I could either continue living here and having an okay life, or I could just say, nah, and, like, actually do what I want to do and make myself happy. And I think that this is the moment that Zuko's just like, you know what? Prison break. Let's go get Iroh.
Yes. Well, Nerdy Viking is on the same vein as you. As Zuko has always seemed independent. Maybe it's just the command that isn't appealing. It seems like he's realizing all these pieces that he's been trying to gather don't fit together to create the person he wants to be.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, Zuko, he is independent. Why would he want to go back to, like, listening and taking orders and being quiet and reserved? And, like, he's been so outspoken this entire series. And to think of him just kind of sitting down and shutting up and being quiet in a meeting is like, that's not you, man.
Yeah.
So, good on him. And it definitely sets up what's to come in the next episode or episodes, because it's a two-parter.
Woo. It is. Ooh.
We're going to just blast through these. Although next week is Christmas, right?
Yeah.
And the Doctor Who episode comes out. So sorry, guys, no stream next week. I gotta get Ncuti Gatwa into my life. That man is amazing, but not. I still love David and Scott Bakula, but still, Ncuti's awesome. I don't know why I'm saying this like he'd be watching. Anywho,
maybe he is.
Maybe he is. We
you
have 7 people watching. Well then, I think I got everything.
Yeah, like I mean, it's a pretty like it's a fun episode. I don't know why you're scared of it, but okay. All right.
The talking animals. That's solely it.
The talking animals, she says.
And the paranoia.
You like DuckTales? DuckTales is talking animals.
Because it's David Tennant. There's a thread here.
There's a thread here.
Oh gosh. Yes, as long as they start out talking, golden. That's about it.
Okay.
Now, do we have theories? Because I'm sure we do.
We actually don't. I can't come up with any.
Really?
Like, I was looking around and like it's a kooky episode.
Okay, because I'm glad, because I was having trouble finding fan art for this. Like this doesn't get much brain power from the fandom guys. Oh gosh, yes, Rapunzel. They were both wearing shoes. That's because the Converse are a part of the TARDIS. I don't know. I have a fan theory. I did notice that though. Continuity is important. Oh gosh. Well, shall we dive into the fan art?
We can. We never really talked about Mark Hamill's voice acting though, and I feel like that would be
you're right.
A shame not to do. So maybe we'll just take the time that we usually do theories and talk about Mark Hamill for a moment.
I want to be him in that audio booth, just going, "Wake up, Egg. Wake up. You missed the invasion.
You slept through, sleepyhead."
Oh my gosh. He was probably having fun with that.
I imagine.
And when he's like, "No," or something, "My pants. My royal parts are showing."
No. Yeah. There are times like throughout the dreams that you hear his Joker come out.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I think that's really interesting because I think when it's just Ozai talking, like I think I went the majority of watching this series without knowing that it was Mark Hamill.
Oh.
And so I was just like, yeah, okay. And then like I learned that it was Mark Hamill, and I was like, what? And so now I just always listen, like when Ozai speaks, I'm like, okay, can I hear the Joker? Because a lot of times when Mark Hamill does those types of things, like his Joker just comes out, and I think that that's really interesting because he's just voiced the character for so long. But Ozai is like very different.
Yeah,
and
he's
so
on the lower end of the vocal register. Like Joker's kind of up there, right?
Not a whole lot. I think like his laugh is, but not really. But like definitely when he was being more like goofy in the dream and stuff like that, you can definitely like hear the Joker come out, and I'm just like, I gotta watch some Batman the Animated Series, guys.
Yes. It is fun. I think my favorite thing, totally random, of Mark Hamill's has to be that one interview. I think it was like Last Week Tonight or something. One of the anchors for one of the late night shows was off, and the guy from Parks and Rec was on, and he was talking about how he invited Mark Hamill to his birthday party, and he didn't show up when he was a kid. Have you seen that?
I have.
Okay, good. Because if you haven't seen it, guys, go and see it. I don't want to ruin it for you. It's amazing. Just look up Mark Hamill birthday surprise talk show. The minutes for good measure. Oh, yes. Let's see. I see we have the continuity went out the window years ago, too. Yeah, but David came back, so we're good. If you haven't seen Mark Hamill's Jim the Vampire and What We Do in the Shadows, go treat yourself. I've never even heard of that show.
I feel like I have, but I don't think I've ever watched it.
I'm down for more content. Apparently, if Marcus Aurelius seconds it, like we got some good people vouching for it. I say good people. I've never met any of you in person, but you all are amazing online.
They give off good vibes. They give off good vibes.
Exactly. You guys are here on a Monday night, like to talk about Avatar. You're the best in our book. Oh gosh. But yeah, no, it almost like he gets a little raspy at times in the dreams, and that's when I notice the Joker. Like when he gets a little higher and a little raspier.
Yeah.
So cool. Well, with that, would you I forgot I had this picture. It's not like we're gonna get demonetized or anything, but it's fine. We'll go with the fun one first. Because this one, I know you said you like samurai. Samurai are pretty cool. You get the full
This used to be my phone wallpaper, like years ago. Years ago.
Do I know ya or do I know ya? Oh my gosh. I could so see that as a phone wallpaper.
Yeah. Or
it would motivate me to get off of my phone. Break the cyber addiction, guys. Have Momo as your screensaver. Okay, so this one made me laugh. I don't know if it's a full. There is an original story, so I kind of want to go find the story now. A children's book. Go to sleep already, Toph, greatest earthbender alive. And go to sleep.
Amazing. I also really love that moment where he's like, "Good night, Katara. Good night, Sokka. Good night, Toph. Good night, Alpha. Good night, Momo. Just go to bed."
Oh, is it a YouTube video?
It probably is.
Oh my gosh, it's a book. The original book, it's just go the F to sleep. I'm gonna have to find the Aang one, and we're gonna have to go through this, guys. Eventually, find it yourselves if you need to. Read it before you go to bed tonight. You'll have fever dreams galore. When I saw that, and I was like, Pah! And then that clicked and dragged. Oh man. Okay, so now we can go from the realm of fan art to fan cosplay, because they're one and the same for most people. It takes a lot of skill to do that, and also a lot of skill to do this. Someone cosplayed Samurai Appa. I know. And like the details on this thing are like he has like contacts in. He's got the braided band. All of that, I'm assuming, is EVA foam.
This person's my hero.
Yes, it's so good. And if you like that, I mean, they do have one of them walking away, so it's an amazing. They got the tail and everything. But if that wasn't enough, there's also a cosplay group of Appa and Momo. They got together for one.
The Momo is on the creepier side.
Yes,
and
okay.
I don't think
I
don't think that that's a fault of the person. I think that that's probably just the source material.
Yeah,
it's not their fault. Okay.
Agreed. Like, if you're gonna do an adaptation, that's a pretty true adaptation.
Yeah, I think it almost would have been better if like the Momo ears were just bunny ears or something.
Yeah, just stick them
like a headband. I don't know, but those are just my opinions. They're probably wrong.
Oh god, I want to see them battling. Like, you got two swords. Duke it out in the parking lot of C2E2. Let's do this.
You know what the problem is, Katie? You know what the problem is, Katie? I have two samurai swords.
Yes, we can fight. You better bring that to C2E2. We can do this. I'll start cloning koalas and sheep together. We can make this by February.
All right, okay.
I'm glad you have two, though. So one isn't lonely.
Yeah. I got one. It's like I got it on my 16th birthday, and my sister gave it to me because Sokka had a sword, and she saw it, and she was like, oh, "Swordy!" And so like that's how I had it, and like I love it very much. And then my parents gave me another one when I was in college.
Wow!
And
you could have been walking around campus with a sword, man.
yeah, I just, I didn't think it was important,
Yeah.
I didn't think it was important. And then I actually have another, I don't think it's, oh, it's right there. I have a letter opener that's that's a samurai sword as well.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
So yeah.
Someone breaks into your place, you're just like, do you want the long one or the short one?
We have options.
Yeah. Welcome to the buffet. I have this one, this one, this one. You can also choose Death by Funko. I'll stack them all up, tip them on top of you. You'll be crushed underneath the weight. It's perfect.
Or I could just talk your ear off about Avatar. It's your choice.
Boom.
I want you to be comfortable throughout this.
Right as you said that, one person dropped off of the stream. I was like, oh, we killed him. Oh my gosh. Nerdy Viking is right, though. Needs more legs. Appa's got more arms.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Corey's got a long sword and an axe. I keep a throwing axe in my car because I go to work at all hours of the night. And I just figure if I'm going to die, I might as well do it with a shock factor, right?
I suppose so.
Go out with an axe.
Go out with an axe.
Go out with an axe.
Meteorologist Katie right there for you guys.
That's my quote. Oh, gosh. I swear. The sleep-deprived streams are always fun. Sleep-deprived Avatar episodes, also very fun. Did we miss anything?
I don't think so.
I think this might go down as one of our fastest streams ever.
I believe so.
It's very cut and
Which
dry.
makes me think that I speak for 20 minutes about fan theories, and now I'm going to be self-conscious about that.
No, we speak for 20 minutes about fan theories. It's a community effort. And they're the best part about it.
Right.
Oh, gosh.
That's your opinion.
They are. It is the opinion. So many random fandoms' opinion. Amazing. Just like your summaries and everything else. Let's see. In that case, we're finished up, guys. We're going to be heading out. Like we said a little earlier in the stream, Christmas has happened 25th. It's a Monday this year, which, yay for us, because you can take the whole week off, but bad for us for streaming. So, unfortunately, I will be watching Doctor Who and eating a lot of things and celebrating Christmas. Brandi, you're probably stabbing people with your sword. It's going to be a great day all around.
Let's not put that on the internet, but, for the record, I will not be.
Yeah, that's more my vibe.
I'll just be playing a lot of video games with my siblings.
Oh, there you go. I mean, if someone throws a controller here or there, next thing you know, swords pop out.
Maybe. Okay.
That's how my brother, we have 2 Nerf swords in the basement. We still fight. He actually dislodged my retina with a Nerf dart because we were having a Nerf battle while I was in college.
Wow.
Never grew up, kids. Let's see.
You really didn't?
Kit, what's up? You just got the end of this. Well, I'm glad you did. Usually our streams go on a wee bit longer, but this episode speaks for itself.
It does. It really does.
Awesome. All right, guys. So we won't be on next week. After that, it's up to the universe to decide. If everyone lives until 2024, then great, we'll be back. You never know with nukes and jazz.
Jazz?
I don't know. Jazz. Get that smooth jazz. Lull you to sleep. Next thing you know, you fall off a cliff. Who knows?
Katie's in a fever dream right now.
I am. Let's see. Guess I'll be watching I'll be rewatching What We Do in the Shadows. Who's in? Sounds like that could be a welcome to our cult, Rapunzel. I'll have to see how many episodes there are. But yes. All right, Brandi, thank you for putting up with the chaos.
Of course.
Well, I hope you all have a Merry Christmas, a belated Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Festivus, December 25th, whatever you choose. Make it merry, make it happy, and we'll see you guys when we get back. All right?